Good evening and salutations, my B&B fans. 1 year, okay? Bold and Beautiful got renewed for 1 year. Now, I have watched soap operas since high school. Now I gotta sit there and say, this was the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. Okay, so I think this person's name is D King, right? And he talks about how it's a real thing in certain cultures and stuff like that, and um, it's been used to heal people and stuff. I'm gonna be honest. Watching this shit, this came across as this voodoo doctor. Just they said a whole bunch of psychobabble, new age bullshit. Okay, that's all I saw. And while that's going on, you got Brooke just something like, did he just put his hand on her heart? Is that some sort of new sexual role play? Like, you're just wondering what kind of wheels is Smith there spinning in that head of hers, right? She's just saying all this stuff, and they're just crying and everything. And I'm just looking at this with like, that was my whole entire energy the entire time. I'm sitting up there crying, this overly emotional bullshit. I was just like, you guys got 1 year. You know that, right? You know what happens if the numbers don't improve 1 year? Yeah. Y'all practically go bye bye. I mean, you can sit there and do the whole Paramount thing, but I don't know if people are actually going to sit there and pay money. People may. People may. Who knows? But this is y'all sitting there trying to improve and doing y'all best, putting y'all foot forward. Y'all joking, right? Y'all trolling the audience, right? This. I'm gonna sit there and say that y'all trolling the audience. You gonna put in a real episode tomorrow, right? I'm gonna sit there and think y'all gonna put in the real episode tomorrow. Um, while that's going on, you got Brooke. I mean, you got Hope and Carter kissing, and then they stop because Steffi comes in there, and Steffi's like, "Oh, I see what y'all doing. You were sitting there badgering him about your line, aren't you?" And I was like, "Yep, guilty as charged." So they talk about it for a little bit. Carter leaves. It's like, you gotta sit there and stop badgering about this, that, and the third. Just leave him alone. Let him, he's a great asset to the company and stuff. So get beyond that. And then they talk about, well, halfway through it, before he left, um, Steffi was like, "Oh yeah, I know where Ridge is at. Ridge is with my mom." And Hope was like, "Yeah, she's okay with that." The thing about Steffi, right? Steffi do these things where it's very passive aggressive. She'll make these little dick comments like, "Well, my dad is always gonna sit there and love my mom," or you know, my dad and my mom, they just got this special connection, and it's always like this dig at Hope and at Brooke, and I've noticed that, you know, especially when people are listening, they're trying to be cool with her, and she'll make those little digs like, and then there was a point where Ho was like, "Yeah, both of my moms are understanding," and Stephanie was like, "Well, technically my mom's a little bit more understanding." I was like, "It's not a goddamn contest." Stephanie, what are you, 12 years old? Now, granted, she did sit there when Hope was like, "Listen, we gotta sit there and try to move past this," and she makes a whole dig about, "Oh, well, you stopped and you tried to kiss my man," which is true. She did do that, but she'll sit there and say, "Yeah, I don't want our kids growing up like how we grew up watching our parents go back and forth and stuff like that. So, I do want to sit there and try to do better. But then she ends it off by saying another one of those little dick comments about her parents. And it's like, you say one thing to somebody's face and you make this little underhanded comment. This little underhanded comment that just makes Hope just have the urge to smack the living fire out you. That's what Steffi does. That's one of the reasons why people don't like her. That little passive aggressive tone and those little dick comments that she does. Now, Ridge leaves and Brooke comes in. Brooke is like, oh, I saw you. His hand was on your heart. You were straddling him. So make sure you remember that word for tonight. Straddling. Yeah, I saw what you were doing. And then Taylor's like, oh, see, he was just helping me through my condition. I have broken heart syndrome. Huh? What is that? What lies and fallacies are you using at that time? You're trying to make a play for Rich. Now, to be honest, I don't even think that Taylor even heard of what that was. She's never even heard of that before. So damn well Brooke is not going to sit there and hear about that. Before people sit there and say that she's stupid or whatever, chick's a chemist. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like she's pretty smart. But Taylor has that look on her face like, oh, she doesn't believe me. I was like, well, if the roles were reversed, would you have believed her? Okay, so you might want to let her breathe and let her vent a little bit. Not too much, but give her some of that room because you're sitting there straddling another man's you know boyfriend like that. That ain't no cool shit. Um, yeah, that's actually really about it. It was literally just Brooke outside standing in the window like a damn peeping Tom, like a damn weirdo. And then Carter leaving for those two to sit there and go back and forth with each other. That was the general um episode for the most part. Now I might have missed some stuff here or there, but as I always sit there and say, come to the live stream tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. I'll be sitting there talking about all the shows. General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, Bold and Beautiful, and Young and Restless. Also do it on the weekends as well for members. If you're not a member, make sure you click the join button in the description box below. I do monthly member shoutouts. I do videos that are just members, and I do live streams on the weekends. Just members only. There's a lot of tea that gets spilled there that I don't really talk about in the regular stream, so you definitely want to be a part of that. With that being said, I'm going to go, and hopefully I see you in the comment section, and tonight's live stream.